What's going on, guys? Jada Black here. Shout out to everyone tuning in. I want to talk about rapper Sauce Walka. Now, he is going viral due to this clip here. It's a 43-second clip. He's speaking to Tony the Closer, and he made some comments about dating preferences. And you know, when a black man talks about a dating preference, unless he's talking about his love of dark-skinned black women, he's going to get some pushback. And that's exactly what happened. Now, he didn't get some, he got a lot, to the point to where he had to respond. He posted some tweets responding. And this is what I want to say here. When a lot of you guys, when you speak on things, you got to understand self-awareness. And I'm not saying that Sauce didn't understand self-awareness, but in this situation, when you speak about black women and dating and preference, you got to understand, unless you're praising these black women, they're going to go after you. They're going to go after you. Now, maybe he wasn't able to articulate himself in that moment that wouldn't elicit as much of a reaction, but anything a black man does cause a visceral reaction from these hurt heifers on social media. And we're going to get into this clip and we're going to listen, and you can judge for yourself. Is it worth all this heat that Sauce Walka is getting?
Don't not date black women. It's just that your preference is white women. Is that accurate? Or what's up?
Again, I look at life as business. I don't date. It's not because when you.
Do
I don't
you date black women?
I don't date black women because they black. It's not. You can't answer.
Bro,
See, that's what really got him upset, man. That's what really got him. Listen, men should have a dating preference just like women do. See, women can have a dating preference and men can have a dating preference. When you help us talk about your preferences, you expect everybody to accept it, right? There's this notion that we have to accept and respect what you like. When it comes to black men, y'all have this visceral reaction because a lot of y'all think that black men belong to you when they don't. Just like y'all claim that y'all don't belong to us.
do you date black women?
I date all women. White women understand business relationships easier than.
Now, he did say he dates all women. He didn't say that he only dates white women. He says he dates all women. I don't think he came across as somebody that hates black women. He came across as a guy that has a specific preference in mind that to him is more money motivated than skin tone or race preference.
And black people do. Black white women understand teamwork easier than certain black women do, especially if it's another woman involved. If they're not the only woman involved, then they're not gonna understand it. I'm not a person that's only gonna be with one woman. I have multiple women in my life. They have to.
You hear what he say? He said he has multiple women. We know you heifers don't like that. Finesse 2 times is gonna find that out. I'll speak about him at another time, but you know,
Understand that there's multiple women in my life.
So you don't not date black women. It's just that your preference is white women. Is that accurate? Or what's up?
Again, I look at life as business. I don't date. It's not because when you.
Do
I don't
you date black women?
I don't date black women because they black. It's not. You can't answer
Bro,
because of that.
Do
It's,
you date
yes,
black women?
I date all women. White women understand business.
and you know, and the thing is this: what I want to know, why is it that preferences, a man has to get grilled for his preferences? I don't see women getting grilled for their preferences. Everybody wants to know who a black man is dating, especially if he's successful. He has money. He has notoriety. People care a little bit too much. Y'all need to get a life. You know, prying into somebody's dating life and their preferences, to me, is lame. Okay. And it shows that, you know, you want to depolice the melanated man. Not necessarily. I'm not talking about Tony. I'm talking about other instances where I have seen black men get grilled over their preferences in women.
Relationships easier than black people do. Black white women understand teamwork easier than certain black women do, especially if it's another woman involved. If they're not the only woman involved, then they're not gonna understand it. I'm not a person that's it's only gonna be with one woman. I have multiple women in my life. They have to understand that there's multiple women in my life.
Now let's get to the visceral reactions. The Shade Room reposted these tweets, okay? And we're gonna go through them. And this is the first one. All right. It says, my relationships, attraction, and romance is based on making money, not making love. Love to see us win more than you love to see us together. I'm not the husband type, black or white. Let's create, not date. Let's see. Hope these are in order. I like a woman who can accept and respect the truth that I'm not monogamous, and I'm honest with them about it from the beginning, giving them the choice to agree with my lifestyle or not, rather than me hiding and lying. That is true. Y'all ladies need to accept the truth. You know, if you want to be out here dealing with women, tell them up front. Why not? The beginning, the lifestyle, not rather. To her about other women like a high school student. So women can choose to not be attracted to broke men with no ambition or stability, etc. But I can't choose to be attracted to women who understand incorporation, beats, independent, and teamwork makes the dream world. On all levels of life, not just business. Unity always wins. My preference is not about black, brown, or white. It's about blue Benjamins. I love women of all races, but the purpose is blue faces. It's rhyming there. Black, yellow, or purple. If she's sexy, clean, good vibe, she can get slayed and slutted for the night. Hell, maybe the week. But can we build a lifelong empire together without jealousy, confusion, and unnecessary drama or distractions? That's a whole different conversation. And that's according to Sauce. Listen, we all can have preferences. The fact that he has to explain it, a lot of you heifers get on here and you pretend to divest and you talk all this trash about black men, but as soon as you see a black man talking about his preference, you get in your feelings. Even though a lot of y'all claim y'all don't want black men. Y'all claim y'all don't want black men, but here you are worrying about who this black man is sleeping with. Why is that? Y'all been not caring. Y'all been talking about how you're divesting. You don't want to date black men anymore. You want a non-black man. But I guess because a lot of y'all are failures in your dating life is terrible. You get on social media and you try to hide the pain. But a lot of y'all are in pain because you're struggling when it comes to relationships. You'll never be married. So what you get on here and you worry about the lives of other people. Now, I don't think Saul should have explained anything. Maybe one tweet where he clarifies certain things. But I'm not going to do a Twitter thread to none of these heifers. But he did it anyway. Because I don't know, maybe he feels like his female fans were upset. I don't know. But as a guy who is, into business and making business for himself and his ventures, I don't see him as a guy that would need to sort of back down from anything as far as what these people are saying, because they don't know him, right? They don't know him as a person. They just see what they see online, right? And he's basically saying, look, I want to be around women that have the same interests and goals as me. And he may have found that. He found a woman that will allow him to do what he wants to do and understands where he's going. Maybe the black women he's dealt with hasn't done that, because we all know a lot of you black women ain't about to get in the trenches with nobody. Okay, let's be real. Y'all want to be at the finish line. Y'all don't want to be with us through the whole race. Y'all want to meet us at the finish line and still be talking crazy. And y'all know that's true. Now, I don't know all of y'all, but I know that I've heard that from a segment of y'all that, you don't want to sit there and help a man get successful. That's the dumbest. You know why y'all say that? Y'all say that because in reality, you're competing with black men. And because you're competing with black men, you don't want to help him become successful because you'll feel some type of way. That's where we are. Feminism has wrecked the black community. And that's why these black women, in his mind, don't want to help him get to the goals that he wants to accomplish. They're not going to accept his non-monogamy. So he's with women who happen to be women outside of his race that are for it. Now, again, in the video clip, I don't think he really articulated himself the way that he probably, looking back on it, he probably should have. That's why he did the Twitter thread. Because he wanted to say, hey, this is what I meant. But it didn't come across that to a lot of these people. Personally, I don't care. I'm speaking on it because I'm seeing these reactions and it's hilarious. The fact that he has to respond like this because he knows y'all in your feels because you know what he says is true. A lot of y'all are not trying to help these black men get nowhere. Y'all date bums and you don't help that bum get a job. He's living off of you and then you complain about it. Y'all date men who have nothing. They have no goals, ambitions to do anything. And y'all will date these men and have children with these men. You're not even trying to help him become successful because you like being the more successful one in a relationship. You heifers get off on it. I don't think this needed an explanation, but he decided to, speak on it. And that's totally his right if he feels like he has to do that. But I wouldn't have done it. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll see y'all next one.